Hi everyone, this is Tuesday for week 27. Question 1, minus 10 plus 7 is minus 3. 15 divided by 0.5 is 30. Write the numeral 10,000,1001 is 10,000,1001. Take the larger, 75% of 60, 70% of 90. Okay, 75%, sorry, 75% of 80. 75% of 80 is 60. 70% of 90, well, 70% is 0.7. So you're going to kind of multiply 90 by 0.7, aren't you? And you're going to get 63. So that's bigger, isn't it? That's the larger one. 2 to the power of e. A few people are mixed up with this as well. This isn't 2 multiplied by e. 2 to the power of e is 32. So e is not 16. It's not 2 multiplied by 16. So if you do it out like 2 to the power of 2, or 2 squared is 4. 2 to the power of 3 then is 4 multiplied by 2, which is 8. 2 to the power of 4, that's 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, 16. Well, then 2 to the power of 5 is 32, because that's 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, 5 of them. So e equals 5. Question number 6, write in ascending order, that's going up. So if you look here, I've just written down here, this is less than 1. 473 over 1000, that's less than 1. 41 over 10 is greater than 1. It's actually 4.1. So if you look at them in order, starting from the smallest, is this one here, the 473 over 1000, followed by 2 and 1/5, followed by 4.00, followed by 41 over 10, because that's 4.10. And then the last one is 34. Question number 7, the total cost of 4 pence is 48 cents. The average cost of 1 pen is 48 divided by 4, 12 cents. Name this triangle. This triangle is a scalene triangle. There's no other name for this one, because you get 1, 2, and 3 as the 3 markings, which means that they're all different lengths. I would prefer it if 1 was on the shorter one and 3 was on the longest, but there you go, it doesn't matter. Question number 9, 5% equals 0.05 equals 5 over 100. Question 10, 5a take away 5 equals 20. Well, that means that 5a equals 25. That means that a equals 5. 5 multiplied by 5 is 25. Question 11, the angles in a triangle are 80 degrees and 60 degrees. What's the third angle? It has to be 40 degrees because the 3 of them add up to 180. So 1640 is 100 plus 80 is 180. Question number 12, 300 grams, 0.3 kilograms. Question 13, y, in this case is 45 degrees because together they make 90. 45 plus 45 is 90. Question 14, 600 divided by 30 multiplied by 50 is 1000, because 600 divided by 30 is 20. It's the same as 60 divided by 3, 20. Question number 15, 250 milliliters equals 1/4 of a liter, and that's 0.25 liters. You can have 0.250, that's fine as well. Question number 16, what percentage of 12 is 6? It's 50%. You would start off by putting 6 over 12 if you wanted it. If it was more complicated numbers, you obviously know that 6 is half of 12. But if you wanted, if it was 2 separate numbers that you weren't so sure of, start off, write it as a decimal or as a fraction, simplify it, change it to a decimal, and then change it to your percentage. Question 17, write the numeral 2,020,002. So it's 2,020,002. Question 18, 75% equals 3/4 equals 0.75. Question 19, this 3D shape is an octahedron. It's got 4 faces on the top, like a pyramid, and 4 faces on the bottom, like a pyramid facing downwards. Question 20, plot the coordinates. 1, 1, 1, 4, 4, 4, 4, 1. Even if you made a mess of this one, you'd actually still get the same answers if it was the wrong way around, because all of the 2 different options are there. But just to be sure, this is 1, 1, right? This here is 1, 4. There's a 1 across and 4 up. This here is 4, 4. This one here then is 4, 1. It's 4 across and 1 up. The problem solving for Tuesday was actually very tricky. It's the kind of thing that if you knew from looking at it, that's fine, but if you didn't, it wasn't necessarily easy. So the sum of two numbers is 14. The difference between the numbers is 4. The numbers are what and what. Okay, you could look at that and start figuring it out in your head. What numbers add together to make 14 and have a difference of 4? And you'd eventually get it. This is the way you'd be doing it in secondary school. X plus y. So we're calling x one number and the other number is y. Add them together and that's 14, okay? Then you say that x minus y is 4 because that's the difference between the two numbers. Okay, that's true as well. Well, if that's true, then x minus 4 is also y, isn't it? Because y plus 4 is x. So if you take away the y from x, you get 4. If you take away the 4 from x, you get y. Makes sense? Then you can rewrite it. Instead of saying x plus y, you're saying x plus x minus 4, because we said here that x minus 4 equals y. All equals 14. That means there's two x's here, isn't there? That's 2x. Minus 4 is 14. That means that 2x equals 18. And that means that x equals 9. So if x equals 9, and the difference between the two numbers is 4, and adding them together is 14, then y equals 5, 9 and 5. You might have been you might have been able to figure that out yourself without all this work. And fair play to you if you did. But this is how you're going to be doing stuff in secondary school with equations and stuff. I looked at the second one and I started doing the same thing and then I stopped because you're getting into serious complicated stuff here. The product of two numbers, that's when you multiply two numbers together, is 48. The difference when you take one from the other is 2. The numbers are what and what. So I started off by doing the same thing, x multiplied by y. What you were doing in secondary school is xy equals 48. X minus y equals 2, and then I was going to say y equals x2, and I was going to say x multiplied by x minus 2, and then I just stopped. Because that's simultaneous equations, and that's something you're going to be doing next year, or maybe even the year after. So the way to do this question is to look at it and say, okay, my tables. I know 48, I've seen it before. What multiplied by what gives you 48? Well, 12 multiplied by 4 will give you 48. 8 multiplied by 6 will give you 48. The difference between the two numbers is 2. Well, that has to be 8 and 6 then, isn't it? The answer is 8 and 6.